I guess the first thing that jumped out at me was the name of the insurance company. Retcon is nice because, it's like it never happened. Where did that come from for you guys? Like, why did you decide to go meta?
I've always liked that word. It's just a cool word, right? And we're comic book fans, and that whole idea of like retconning characters is always just a fun thing. As sort of mind splitting it can be at times, it's always fun when comic books do that. And part of the fun of the show is we have our own little DC universe, so we're going to be having fun with the idea of retconning things. And it just felt perfect for an insurance company, too, for obvious reasons.
Now, one of the things that struck me in watching the trailer is you've got the Trump Lex Luthor book. Did you guys get any pushback on that?
From who?
From
Trump.
Well, I was thinking from producers, but NBC has a special relationship with Trump. So.
Well, actually, as a comic book fan, you probably know that was based on a Lex Luthor comic that was out in the so it was really just an attempt to show Luthor. What's great is like DC, we have access to all of that art and all of those comic book artists, and with their permission, we're allowed to delve into that world. We get to sort of access the comic world in a way that other shows haven't had the chance to do. So it was pretty cool.
Now, we know that you've got a handful of like super characters that we've seen in various kind of ways in this first little bit. Are there any like existing DC kind of supporting characters that you guys are planning on tapping in a bigger way?
Well, it's kind of a secret, really.
Yeah, we're not allowed to say in terms of all the characters that show up, but for what it's worth, the show is really about the other people on the show. It's about, what the people in the DC universe that have no powers and what it's like for them to live in the world. And it's sort of like, I love your example of George Clooney. It's like George Clooney is not thinking about us, even though we're thinking about him. And he probably isn't going to show up at an insurance company in the Midwest at any given point either. So that's sort of our take on the world. Yeah.